we've given some thought to the mission that hackers have, but perhaps let's maybe AJ, you can tell us a bit about your thoughts on the method. Like, what seems to be the most common method out of the 99 attacks? What's the one that gets through? Is it privilege escalation, backdoors, or third-party integrations?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, multiple ways. I mean, as our panelists mentioned about the mindset of the attacker. I mean, if you look at by understanding what attackers are doing, we can use that to essentially change our defensive posture. That could be anything. I mean, for a moment, actually, we just give you an example that the newest attacks may not be the most threatening ones for any organization. The majority of our cyber attacks are social engineering to steal credentials, to install malware on employee machines. Now, suppose that if somebody has a tool to detect 0 days attack, it may not provide a good return on investment, because there could be a multiple ways to enter in the environment. If it is a spear phishing, then your tools and technologies cannot help you actually in that way. So I think the planning, the way attackers do, definitely it takes a longer time actually to be there, to hang around, to do some kind of a recon. One of the examples, if you see in a Marriott hotel data breach, the Marriott hotel data breach disclosed in November 2018, if I'm not wrong. And that was traced back to a compromise of the guest reservation system in 2014. I mean, look at the time which they spend. That they actually wait for the right time. They try to look at the different things. Escalation privileges is one of them, definitely. If they get hold of privileged accounts, they can enter in the environment laterally. And definitely end goal is to have a data exfiltration done. But another scenario is the target breach. If you look at, you have a best technology in place, you have a best process in place, you have a best skill set of people in place, but actually what you do with your vendor management, how you manage your vendor. If you have a vendor actually who is already connected with you, who's already integrated with you, and if you can just ignore it, it can actually convert into a massive breach, which is a target, the best example. So I think coming back on the point which you started, that know your weaknesses, which is very, very important. The assessing infrastructure or the entire process, security vulnerabilities is a continuous process. Every day we need to learn a new thing. Another thing is a know your adversary. I mean, in the banking sector, I'm ex-banker. I know that there is a process called know your customer. You need to know your customer, but the organization, forget about this notion that know your adversaries. You need to understand the adversaries, what they do. You need to have a pretty strong threat intelligence, because the way adversaries move from one platform to another, how they move, and how you actually maneuver the chain of the attack, actually that you can save the organization. Another thing which I would like to mention here, that absolute security is absolutely impossible. If someone thinks the cyber attacks, and actually just to mention here is that cyber attacks are a when, not an if for many organizations. They're going to happen. And how much delay you can do, how much defense systems, the process and the people and the skill set you can put in place, I think you can delay that attack. But it is not that you cannot be attacked. Definitely, it's a matter of time.